Hi everyone, I'm Gina and welcome to Startup Divas. Today we will talk about why coronavirus could cost startup employees their equity. Many startups are impacted by coronavirus and layoffs are multiplying. This means that many startup employees will have to exercise their vested options now or abandon them. Now let's look at a typical scenario first. When an employee gets hired, they will see the number of shares they're getting in their offer letter. Then they work hard at the company and their grant gets vested. They stay for 4 years. When their option is fully vested, then they might decide to leave the company and pursue other opportunities. At that point, employee exercises their option grant. Here's a case of a GitHub employee who didn't realize that she only had 90 days to exercise her option grant before she left the company in 2015. When Microsoft acquired GitHub for $7.5 billion, she got nothing. Stock options are broken. When you leave the company, you only have 90 days to exercise your option grant, and this could cost you thousands of dollars. Second, you have to pay taxes on it. Third, you can't sell your private stock until the company goes public. Now let's backtrack and talk about the option basics. There are two types of stock options. First is ISO, or incentive stock options. It's a form of equity compensation given to employees. Basically, the company is incentivizing you to work for them. NSOs, or non-qualified stock options, are usually given to contractors or advisors. Three most important things in a stock option are exercise price, original quantity, and grant date. Where do options come from? Most investors will have preferred stock, which has more rights than common stock. Most employees have options that come from equity incentive plan. And the equity incentive plan have shares, common shares, that are reserved for employees. Now let's talk about the fair market value of a company. To figure out whether you want to exercise or not, we need to know the current fair market value of common shares. But how do we know what the fair market value is? In the public market, it's very easy to find out. All you need to do is Google the company and find the stock price for the company. In the private market, it's not so easy. The fair market value is determined by a third party who values a company and determines the fair market value of the common stock. This is called 498 valuation, and the value is set every year or whenever the company does fundraising. The company will use this price to set the exercise price of the option grant, and then the board will approve the grant. And then the company will issue the option grant to the employees. You would need to talk to the company to get the current fair market value. If the fair market value is higher than the exercise price that you got, then you should consider exercising. In the next episode, we will cover tax implications and things you can do to mitigate the financial burden before you exercise your grant. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.